What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Continuing with our Karen Berger K cigar series, we're in the final cigar of what's available right now, which is the Karen Berger, the K by Karen Berger, and this is the Maduro, and this is the Solomon. This is the same one as previously reviewed. It is a box pressed, but it does taper. It starts out real narrow at a 52 and ends up at a 56, but we're gonna go ahead and get through this. As you can see, it is a dark chocolate Maduro wrapper. There are no flaws in the construction that I can tell from looking at it, and I have to honestly say I've never found any of the cigars to be construction problems. They do a really great job there with the Don Kiki factory when they make these cigars. It is a Nicaraguan puro, meaning that the filler, the binder, and the wrapper are all Nicaraguan, and they all come out of Esteli, Nicaragua at the Don Kiki factory. And man, I am excited to review this with you. It's been a long time coming to finish up the Karen Berger series. It's something I should have done years ago when I first found them, but man, I don't know, I have put it off. But a shout out to Karen out there, all of her hard work to make sure these cigars are the quality that they always are, man. And I've met her a couple times at different cigar events. Man, it's a great cigar. She is continuing Don Kiki's legacy without skipping a beat. Now, with the Maduro, because it, as I said in the previous reviews on the Solomon sizes, I prefer a straight cut. You really can't with a Toro tip like that, or a torpedo tip. You can't really punch it, and you can't really V-cut it. You can. I don't know. I just don't think it is worth that because I don't want to take too much off. So I'm just going to go ahead and take off just a little bit on the top here so that we get a nice flat cut. And with that, on the cold draw, getting a lot of dark cocoa. Getting like a sweet raisin profile. And obviously a sweet hay. And a sweet hay, alfalfa, whatever it may be. It kind of gives me the reminder of when you've cut hay on a field, pardon me, or if you have freshly cut grass. Man, it's got a great aroma on it. Like I said, it is an exciting cigar. If you haven't had a chance to try any of the Karen Berger K series or any of the Don Kiki cigars, I definitely recommend you check those out. Now, this is a Maduro. A lot of Maduro fans love this cigar. If you're not a Maduro smoker, I suggest try it. Maybe get a smaller one, maybe the Robusto, or even or this size is fine. But it does go great with a cup of coffee in the morning. It does complement that just greatly. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and light up the Karen Berger K Maduro. So with that, you go ahead and you take your torch, and I like just to get the part that's cone there, the taper, I like to just get that hot around there, toast it, not too close to burn it, get it to a point, and then I can draw on it. And with those tapered ends, you might get a real hard draw at the beginning because you're trying to get through the way it is tapered down to a small opening for the airflow. But once you start it, you definitely feel it open up and give you a little more smoke. And right off the bat, getting a sweet cocoa, more like a baker's chocolate. Not so much sweet, more of a cocoa, like I said, baker's chocolate, where there's no sugar in it. And Still trying to get that thing to open up a little bit. It's starting to get there, starting to feel the draw a lot better than it was. But like I said, don't rush it, enjoy it. It is definitely a great cigar, and you can find those anywhere on the internet as far as I've found them. But if you really want to make sure you get one, you can check the Don Kiki Superstore that's there in Daytona. I know their website has it, and obviously because they make it, but you can definitely find it in a lot of different shops. So we're going to keep going at the first third. I'll be back to give you some more thoughts of the first third right after this. All right, everybody, welcome back for the second part of the first third. As we're getting into the cigar, you can see it's starting to open up a little bit. It's starting to become a better draw on the cigar. Getting plenty of smoke from the cigar to enjoy it. Getting a lot of the first third with the stuff that I gave earlier. I'm getting a lot of more. I'm noticing more on the smoke and the aroma of the cigar than anything. What I do like about the Solomons is that they're because it's a torpedoed end and a beveled at the bottom, that the middle of the cigar, so from the where you first light it to about the shoulder of the cigar, I'm getting it's all box pressed, which is a different, unique aspect of the cigar. A lot of guys don't like box press because they don't like the way they burn. Sometimes they burn a little faster. It all depends on how they pack, how they have rolled them and packed the tobacco. But man, I have to say, this is definitely a morning cigar. It might be a light cigar. I'm not going to say light as far as no profile, but it's not as strong as some of the other Maduros out there on the market that are really pronounced with the black pepper and a lot of the heavy earthy profiles. This one has it, but it's slight and subtle. It's not overpowering, so you don't, if you're not a Maduro smoker, it's not something that will really kick you in the pants, but it is a really great smoke. Man, I have to tell you, you have to try it. It's definitely a great cigar. I know they worked really hard on perfecting that Solomon style, and again, no construction issues with it unraveling or coming unwrapped when you're smoking it. I have never experienced that. If you have, I'm going to say it's a fluke, and it might have just been an error, but they work really hard on making sure every cigar is consistent with what they do. But with that said, man, I'm going to keep going through this. I'll be back with the second third of the K by Karen Berger, the Maduro. All right, everybody, welcome back for the second third of the Maduro, the K by Karen Berger. In the second third, we are noticing when you retrohale the cigar. Now, if a lot of you out there who don't retrohale, that means that you're taking the smoke in and you're releasing it through your nose instead of out your mouth. You do get a different sensation, but mine I'm getting today off of this Maduro is I'm getting a lot of cedar. There is slight little bit of pepper at the very beginning, but as you release all the smoke, you start to notice a little more of a cedar profile, which is unique in itself. Now, for a little bit more information, if you're not aware of Don Kiki cigars and the K by Karen Berger line, Karen is one of the few factories out there that they start from the beginning, from the seed to your hand. So they do all the processing. They grow it all, they age it all, they roll it, and they release it. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of cigars will utilize other companies down there when they're growing the tobacco. They pick the types of tobacco they want, they blend the profiles they like, and a lot of the factories make it for them. But in this instance, Karen Berger does all that through the Don Kiki factory. So she really doesn't have a lot of outside influence as far as how the process is done and other people who are involved with it. It is all strictly in-house, which makes it, to me, a great Nicaraguan Puro as far as a Maduro. It is a light cigar. Again, a light Maduro, meaning it's not so straight in the face, earthy, where you get a lot of, sometimes you get real earthy profiles, real heavy pepper profiles. It's definitely a lighter Maduro. Now, it's not saying it's completely light and there's no flavor to it. It's just a little bit different. And the one thing you can notice, as I don't know if you can see, there is no smoke coming off the cigar. until you make a draw, which is a unique way with a lot of the box press. They do that. They keep internally burning. I think that was what they were going for, so you can actually walk around with this. It gives off a little bit of smoke, but not as much as some cigars where it just becomes annoying to some who don't like that. So if you like that type of profile, this is definitely a cigar for you. And with that said, we're going to keep puffing through the Maduro K by Karen Berger, and we'll be back with the final third after this. Alright everybody, welcome back for the final third of the K by Karen Berger Maduro. And in the final third, getting all the same profiles. Like I said, it's a cigar that stays predominantly the same throughout. It's a great smoke. A little bit more, if you, like I said, if you're interested in these cigars, you can definitely find them online. But if you are in the Daytona, Florida area, then I suggest you go to Daytona Beach and check out the Don Kiki Superstore, which is where Karen sells all of her cigars and all of her late husband's Don Kiki lines. They also sell all kinds of other cigars. They're just a complete cigar shop. The one amazing thing about that shop is it is 7,000 square feet. It is 2 stories. But mainly all the cigar stuff's on the first floor. The second floor is the lounge area where they have all the traditional lounge area stuff. They have big chairs, they have couches, they have a TV, they have a pool table, and from what I understand, they even have some domino tables. So if you're in that area and you're looking for a cigar, or you haven't had a lot of cigars, man, them being in Daytona Beach is amazing for the fact that they keep the store well humidified and air cooled like all cigar shops do, but they get that extra of that sea breeze that keeps the humidity easier to control. But man, that's a shout out to Karen. Keep up the great work, and man, you gotta like this cigar. If you try it and you're not a fan, I don't know what's wrong. But man, it is good. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like the Connecticut, as I reviewed earlier. You can go back a couple videos and see that one. That's a little lighter for those who may not want to be so bold and jump into the Maduro. But it is a solid medium Maduro. It's not real strong, and it's not real bland either. It's right there where it needs to be. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, leave your comments, and as always, have a great day. Have a great smoke, and I will see you next time.